I've got beef with everyone in that welterweight division, but that does not mean that I do not respect them as fighters, because they all have families, they all have bills to pay. So as fighters, I respect them. But if they say f me, I say f you. And if they want to fight, I say let's fight. So, you know, that's just how I go about fighting.
I think that's why fans love you. And Masvidal is that kind of guy as well. I feel like you're from very different neighborhoods, you're from very different worlds, but at your core, very similar. No nonsense. You respect me, I respect you. You don't respect me, I don't respect you.
I think Masvidal probably comes from a lot worse a place in Cuba. Is Masvidal from Cuba, right? Yeah. Yeah,
originally, yes.
Yeah, I don't know the background, but you know he's been through it all. So it is what it is, mate. You know, I just want to fucking punch a hole in his face, and he probably doesn't want us. He wants to do the same. So we'll see.
Nobody's excited to fight in England. I think England's judging, man, it's on another world of bad. And I'm sure they're going to crucify me for this, but it's bad. I mean, Dan Henderson versus that one-eyed dude, what happened there, bro? He beat the crap out of him, man. He went over there and beat the crap and knocked him down, wrestled him, did everything that a man could do to another man to just get a 5-round decision. You know, he might have lost a round or two, but clearly Dan Henderson won, and clearly he got ripped off bad, you know.
Right.
It's really home cooking decisions over there. I don't like that, but isn't this a civilized sport? Isn't this we're sowing the future? Isn't this trained individuals watching what's going on, or is it just get a guy from Manchester City and get his cousin and get his sister, and then give the decision to the guy that's just from England that survived? It doesn't sound right to me, man. But I don't care. I don't think about those things. Once I'll be in there, I'll just take his head off, you know.
Who do I think he's going to fight next? Do you want that first, or do you want to?
Who do you think is most likely? Is it Cerrone because of what we saw recently?
You know, I think that's probably most likely. I think it's probably going to be Cerrone. Look, you got both of those guys who are true characters in the game. Both those guys are excellent strikers. You get Conor back on track by having him fight another striker, right? So, feasibly, let's say he goes out there and he beats Cowboy Cerrone in impressive fashion. Him being a southpaw who's a high-pressure guy who has excellent hands, he could get it done against Cerrone. I think that makes sense for him. Now, if Cerrone goes out there and wins, now you get this guy who went from already being a big star to being a potential superstar,
right,
and then maybe fighting for the belt one more time against a guy who he's never faced before in Khabib Nurmagomedov. Tough stylistic matchup for Cowboy, but I think that's pretty much a win-win for the UFC. Two very popular guys going at it, one from the United States, the other from Ireland. Now, who do I want to fight? Who do I want to see Conor fight? I think Max Holloway. I think that makes the most sense. I do not want to see him fight Khabib Nurmagomedov. I think it's a tough matchup. I think he needs more time to prepare for such a fight. But I do like a fight against Max Holloway at 155 pounds. Now, for Max, he has nothing to lose at 155, right? He's not going to lose his belt. He can keep his belt at 145. He goes up in weight at 155 to fight Conor. And I think that's pretty much a win-win for the UFC. Business-wise, I think that makes a whole lot of sense. And just you can market the hell out of that fight. That's an easy fight to hype up. It's an amazing fight. The way that they match up, it's intriguing. It's mysterious. Both those guys are as popular as ever. I think that's the fight to make, because I don't know if that fight can ever be made again.
Right.
You know?
So I'm in front of a high-speed car chase is right in front of me. Like dead ass. Like it's literally 10 cop cars chasing down this one car. Are you kidding me? All right, guys, if you guys just jumping on live, this is a high-speed car chase in front of me. Are you kidding me? I don't know what this person did, but they do not want to go back. They driving like literally in the tiniest car going a zillion miles an hour. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can get closer. At least I know I can speed without getting in trouble. Damn. 6 more police officers are behind us. If you guys are in St. Louis, turn on the news and let me know what's going on, because it's obviously somebody that shot somebody did a bank robbery. Let me get my ass out of the way. Hold on. You can see the police swooping over. See, it'd be people like us that be nosy. Okay. Here they come. Swoop, go ahead, dog. I'm not in your way, Judy. Swoop, 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 swoop. I done forgot where I was going. Shit, I'm like, damn, I'm on my way to the gym. I don't know what's going on. God damn.
Why couldn't you get Iaquinta or Kevin Lee? What were you being told?
The guys don't want to fight me. I mean, there's no, like, it's not like that's a secret. Kevin wants to act like a bad dude, you know, wear bulletproof vest around, like he's a fucking gangster, but, you know, he don't want to take the tough fights. He just got his ass kicked by Allen. Now he wants to fight Michael Johnson because I'm sure he thinks that's an easier fight. I don't know. Michael Johnson's coming from 145. He said he was going to go to 170, and I want to fight a guy that's coming from 145. Yeah, a lot of this does not make sense to me, but, you know, my mindset, I know is different than Al, and I know it's different than Kevin. And so, you know, I can't fathom why their mind works like this. But I'm going to go out there and, again, the scariest dude in the world for one round, and that's who I'm fighting next.
No. Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis! Mayhem! Oh, no! Total chaos here. Total chaos here. It looks like UFC security has corralled Khabib Nurmagomedov. Throws a right-handed cutter. All hell has broken loose.
This is big disrespect.